Castellet earning a silver medal last year, the first of her X Games career. And as we said before, no Chloe Kim. She's at Princeton University getting her education. Maddie Mastro, will she land that double crippler? We've seen it in other competitions, Will we see it here at X Games?
We'll have to wait and see who is dropping into this 22-foot SuperPipe. Well, there's a good list of all the names here. I like Castellet and I like Jukdong Kai dropping in right before her.
Well, I love talking about it. Let's be about it, huh?
Okay.
Let's kick things off with an X Games rookie from Calgary, Brooke DeHaan. So Brooke making her X Games debut. Folks, this young lady is 14 years old.
How do you feel at 14 when you look at that? You look at the bright lights, you look at X Games, something you've looked up to your entire life. How do you shut the brain off and just drop in? Backside air, frontside 5, into the backside 540. Whoa! So Brooke goes down on run number 1. Here's a look at that backside 540 she put at the top of her run there. And we move on, Brando.
Verena Rohrer, a Swiss rider, also making her X Games debut, 23 years old.
Right foot forward, her natural way of riding, and just as we saw Brooke start her run, Verena starts with that backside air into a frontside 540. And then just like Brooke, the backside 540. So these women linking up 540s. Verena back-to-back 720s. She hangs on to it. So we see our first full pull, a T to B, if you will.
Top to bottom as we take another look from Verena.
This is her very, very first hit. Nice extension on that method. She puts it down. Here's a look at the backside 540. Rides up the takeoff. You got to be so patient on those backside rotations in this 22-foot SuperPipe. Got to wait all the way to that lip.
And another young lady making her X Games debut, dropping in now out of China, Xiaotong Wu.
And starting off with some amplitude there. Ooh. That frontside 720 is her undoing here.
And Craig, we talked about it off the top. Chloe Kim said publicly she was taking at least this year off to focus on school, and we absolutely applaud her and support her for that. But now we wondered who was going to grab that torch just as she took it from Kelly Clark. Now who is going to stand up, rise up, and be that rider? We think it could be Maddie Mastro, but there's so much young, new talent in the mix this year here in Aspen.
Doors wide open, Brando. That's a great point.
Haruna Matsumoto. We saw her last year, top 5 finish, 5th place here in the pipe.
Now, I cannot stress how important it is, especially in an event of this magnitude, to have a little bit of experience. Haruna has that experience. So her first run, I think, will just be a little bit easier than that of the rookies we saw before her. Frontside 540 and backside air to cap things off. Not air to fakie. So she's really making use of the real estate down at the bottom of that 22-foot SuperPipe there, Brando. Frontside 720. Landing very, very clean. That's the thing about this 22-foot SuperPipe. You have to land very, very clean on the wall if you want to generate speed into that next one.
Karumi Amai out of Japan, 20 years old. Another X Games rookie.
Frontside 720, grabbing tail. Oh, hawk and flip there on that second wall. Alley-oop. And a backside 540. And a frontside 900, the first 900 we've seen of this final here tonight. It is heating up.
And
Japan is having themselves quite an X Games.
Across the board, it was a clean sweep. The first time we'd ever seen Japanese take gold, silver, and bronze at any X Games event like they did in ladies big air just a couple of nights ago. And Karumi looking so good. But here's the young lady that has us very excited. In her 6th X Games appearance, she's got 1 bronze medal, but we fully expect her to contend for gold tonight. She is Maddie Mastro.
How will she contend for gold? How will she separate herself, Brando? One trick, the double crippler. She's been working on this, posted on her Instagram. She's got this thing. She just needs to execute. Right out the gates!
Oh, wow.
I like the way she puts it right at the top of her run. Sometimes people save that big trick for the very, very bottom. They kind of keep it safe throughout the entirety and then toss it at the bottom. I like her approach of just putting it right at the top.
We saw her land this in a contest last year at the U.S. Open, the Burton U.S. Open. Oh, by the way, Chloe Kim was in that contest.
True.
So can Maddie Mastro, though, put it down on the world's biggest stage here at X Games Aspen?
Let's take a look. She gets a little bit too much rotation. So with the crippler, you kind of go right head over heels, and she wants to land with that left foot facing right down the pipe. She almost lands with it facing parallel. Perpendicular with the half pipe.
Shutong Sai, our bronze medalist last year. She's got 3 X Games medals. This is her 7th appearance.
Frontside 900 out the gate. But just unable to put it down there. Shutong just got such good amplitude. She's got some tricks, and I think it's going to be a battle between her, Maddie Mastro, and Carol Castellet. Let's take a look at what goes wrong here. A little bit of tuck knee there, trying to get that rotation, but see how far down the super pipe she lands? That's a high impact zone and very, very tough to ride away from.
And now the final snowboarder to drop in for these first attempts, Carol Castellet. In her 7th X Games appearance, she had a silver medal last year.
Boosting a backside air. Looked like she was going method. Didn't quite get the grab that solid, but she gets the front 9. And she gets the backside 540 hanging on there. Frontside 360, not a trick we see very often. Going cab 7, but going down there.
And Craig, we know that she is one of the few in this field who has landed a 10, a frontside 1080. We didn't see it last year, but it'll be interesting to see how far deep she has to go into her bag of tricks with so many young first-time riders in this field.
It's very, very interesting. She gets to watch everybody go before her and then kind of make her run up. That's the advantage of being the last seed.
It's a great night out here and so much more going on with the snowboard knuckle huck and the snow bike best trick tomorrow. But stick around here, more from X Games Aspen. Maddie Mastro, she didn't land on the podium last year, but this season she's found a rhythm. Let's learn more in the Real Cost Keys to Success.
Last year was a big learning kind of curve for me and a times with your body, but I was kind of just having that with like my snowboarding and all these new things I was learning. Pretty much like relearning how to snowboard in a way, like fundamentally and mentally. For me, I just practice with purpose and I practice how I want to compete. So I'm training and I want to compete one way, I'm going to train like that. So for me, it's easy to take what I've learned in the off season and apply it to what I'm doing at X Games.
It's amazing. Maddie Mastro, just 19 years old, but everything she does, so intentional.
I love the quote, practice with purpose. Sometimes as a young athlete, it's hard to do that. You just want to go out, but if you have a plan, if you have purpose, that's when you get the most stuff done.
So we restart from the top. One of our slew of X Games rookies in this field, Brooke DeHaan, the youngest in our field at just 14 years old, drops in for just the second time ever in her X Games career here at X Games Aspen.
Growing up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, she has access to one of Canada's only SuperPipes at Canadian Olympic Park. They actually held the Olympic Games there in 1998, and it has become a hotbed for snowboarding, really. Now Brooke, a lot farther in the pipe than we saw on her. Full pull from the very, very young Canadian.
Started riding at age 5 and competing at age 8. That was 6 years ago, if you want me to do the math for you.
Thank you, I needed that.
And now she's at the X Games.
Now she's at the X Games. That was the craziest. It was like a frontside inverted 5. Very, very inverted. Very cool.
Matsumoto is leading this thing, but here's Rohrer for her second attempt, and we're closing in on under 22 minutes in this jam. A little bit of a different format than what we've grown accustomed to over the years here at X Games.
I'd love to talk about this format a little bit more. Usually, when you watch a SuperPipe event, it's either one run counts and you get 3 attempts at this. Here it is a time session. That's why you have that clock up in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Now you're judged on all of your runs. It is overall impression. There are no numbers. It is a live ranking system. So as we saw Rohrer go down, she'll be ranked amongst the others for her entire body of work here tonight. And just like we saw in women's slopestyle, everybody was falling on runs 1, but when run 2 came around, everybody kind of honed it in, and that's what we're seeing in the SuperPipe here tonight, Brando.
Yeah, in years past, it really came down to a single best run. Throw that out the window. We done changed the game here in 2020. Here's Xiaotong Wu.
Boosting on that first air. Does she go front side 720? Cab 720. There's that front side 5. What?
Whoa!
How? Okay, where did that come from? Who are you?
Skyrockets in flight. My goodness.
She was holding a very consistent amplitude, let's call it that, through the entirety of her SuperPipe run. And then she goes back 9 at the bottom and somehow just... It's like when you're playing Mario Kart and you hit that like accelerator thing. That's exactly what happened. I don't know how she generated that much airtime on that back 9.
And some moving and shaking in this field. Rohrer, now you see in first place above this young lady. Haruna Matsumoto now sitting in second place. And our youngest competitor, DeHaan, the 14-year-old, jumping up into third.
Matsumoto was the only rider in the entire field to do a full pull in her very first run. So, I mean, it's pretty simple here. Stay on your feet, complete your runs, you're gonna have a high ranking. Matsumoto, she was in first, now in second. And this looking to be a full pull here. I think she may claim that #1 spot again. Got some fans on that air to fakie.
We'll have a special NBA Sunday matchup featuring Zion. He'll look to build on his first 2 games with his Pelican teammates when they host Kemba Walker and the Celtics at 6 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app. Yeah, Matsumoto, it seems like that's her fan section right there on that last wall.
That bottom rider's right.
Yep.
Volume gets cranked up a couple decibels.
So here's Kurumi Amai, 20 years old, another one of our X Games rookies. Kurumi currently in 4th place.
Backside 540. Frontside 720. Does she go cab 7? She goes hawk and flip right there. That's that really inverted cab 7. Frontside 540. There we go. Nice salute, full pull.
And getting 6 hits in. Kurumi picking up where she left off from run 1, Craig.
That frontside 900 right at the top is a great way to set the tone for your run. Maintained amplitude the whole way down. I mean, she's just going down here and checking off boxes. That's what the judges want to see. Technicality, execution, keeping that amplitude up.
So Maddie Mastro falling right out of the gate. She is laser focused on landing that double crippler. Kurumi, by the way, taking the top spot after that run. And if she can put this down, Craig, this crowd will erupt.
Little visualization up at the top. Deep breath in. Big backside air. Here's the double crippler.
Now over 8 in the air, the double crippler.
And just washes out.
So frustrating there, Brando.
So close, Craig.
Stays on her feet, yes. Run 1, she really went down. Here she stays on her feet, but I want to tell you what goes wrong in that double crippler.
Tell us.
Great look at it here. Now I want you to watch her shoulders as she comes around. Look at how her right shoulder is rotating open there. You gotta keep those shoulders closed and keep that toe edge into the pipe. She washes out because those shoulders are forcing her. That's just too much rotation during that really head over heels flip.
So here's Shu Tong Sai in her 7th X Games appearance, owner of 3 X Games medals, a silver and 2 bronze. Wouldn't a gold look nice with that collection, Craig?
How can Shu Tong shine here? She needs amplitude, and that 900 is her undoing yet again. Very first hit. And she kind of fell the very same way as she did in run 1, where she just takes off a little bit away from the lip, not patient, and pushes out. So she's landing in that high impact zone. Look at how she pushes away a little bit here. See how she should be landing there, but she lands there. That is so hard to hang on.
So we move on to Cural Castellet, sitting in 6th place. She's the oldest competitor in our field at 30 years old. She's also our silver medalist from last year.
Some riders just get better as they get older. They ride a little bit smarter, and I feel like Curl is one of those riders. 7 X Games appearances. Where does she get her medal? In her most recent one. That outside air to fake into a switchback 5. Got to put her in the SuperPipe session because she is doing things different here tonight,
which
the
is
Spaniard.
exactly what the judges want to see from the Barcelona native. Castellet, take another look. Craig, you said something really poignant about getting better as her career goes on. Last year earning silver. Prior to last year, we hadn't seen her since 2015 at X Games.
That is correct, Brando. She's been working on her craft.
Wow, so much going on here at the Women's Snowboard SuperPipe. Don't forget, a ton of action going on tomorrow and the after show extra show. Don't go anywhere.
X Games Aspen is brought to you by Pacifico Beer. Live life anchors up. Discover responsibly.
Now.
My name is Xue Tongcai and come from China, but lots of people call me Tong Tong. We do a lot in the gym because I wanted to be a better snowboarder. So you have to be fit. So I want to do the bigger trick in the pipe. So I have to do a lot of gym. For the landing deep in the pipe, you need really good power for that. So we do squats a lot. I feel like X Games is the best event in the year, so I'm looking forward to do my run and land my run, get on the podium.
Shutong up in the gym, working on her fitness, all shot on an iPhone. Love that. Welcome back to X Games Aspen. We are in the midst of the women's snowboard SuperPipe final. And there are some names you know, but there are also some young ladies making their X Games debut, including our current first place rider.
I got to be honest with you, I would not have called that right now. Big surprise there, but that's why we do this. Rookies come to shine.
So here's Brooke DeHaan, 5th place, 14 years young, the youngest rider in our field, but the lights not too bright for the teen from Calgary.
Now, oh, I like her taking a shot here. The judges want to see you do something different. Sometimes as a young rider, you put one down, you think, okay, I'm just going to do the same thing, you know? No, Brooke took a strike with the 900.
And it should be noted, Craig.
Yes.
Brooke was an alternate.
Didn't even know she was riding in this thing. So how do you add that much more pressure to it, hey?
Well, let's head down to the third member of our team, DC, out there on the pipe. DC, what's going on, man?
Oh, Brando, beautiful night out here. Temperatures dropping, pipes running beautifully. But yeah, big shout out to Brooke DeHaan here in her X Games debut. I actually had a chance to announce her last year at the Burton US Open Junior Jam, and she won that one. Yeah. Great seeing her out here, your fellow Canadian, Brooke DeHaan. Now we got
that's a great note. Thank you, DC. Yeah, she was in a junior jam at the Burton US Open less than 1 year ago, Craig.
The junior jam is for children. It's a kids competition. So for Brooke to advance her riding that much and find her in the X Games, that's very cool to see.
There's Verana Rohrer, who's sitting in 4th place, trying to jump back up into podium position.
Now, does that beat Matsumoto? I don't know. I don't think so, in my opinion. Rohrer need a little bit more. 720 needed something like 900, maybe a little bit more amplitude if she were to surpass Matsumoto.
We turn our attention to Xiaotong Wu, 21-year-old Chinese rider sitting in 6th place.
So starting her run off the same way as the last 2 times. Big backside air into the 720. There's that cab 7. Frontside 5, and here's the back 9! Oh, I just want to see her go again. I want to see her put that down.
And I'll say this, watching Xiaotong, the amplitude much increased across this run to get her to that 9 at the end.
As she's getting more comfortable with this SuperPipe, I think she's taking a little bit more risks, getting rid of a few speed checks and boosting in this 22-foot SuperPipe.
And if you take a look at the standings, Rohrer jumping out into 1st place above Kurumi. So here's Haruna Matsumoto, who just got bumped out of podium position. She's now in 4th.
Matsumoto starting things off big. Frontside air into the backside 540. Frontside 10-8, what?
Whoa!
Okay, where did that come from? See, but Matsumoto's been holding out on us. She's been holding out on us, man. That was a frontside 1080. We have literally seen nothing close to that technicality at all. Not even anywhere in the same ballpark.
Haruna Matsumoto said that she grew up admiring Kelly Clark, and watching Kelly inspired her to learn this trick.
Well, who put the frontside 1080 in women's SuperPipe? Kelly Clark. Who brings it here tonight for the first time in our final? Matsumoto.
And unsurprisingly, Haruna Matsumoto with that 1080 putting her into first place. Here's Karumi Amai.
Front, okay, where were you guys for the last 20 minutes? Front 10 by Matsumoto. Amai putting a front 10 right at the start of her run. Maybe they're just waking up. I don't know. Front 10, front 9. Backside air to cap things off. Harumi in first place now? Is it just magical chairs up there? What's the deal?
And this contest is getting elevated in real time. Wow.
The switch that was flipped. I've never seen anything like that.
And now, a lot of pressure on Maddie Mastro. She's got this double crippler on her mind, and Karumi taking over first place. But Maddie really needs to land a run now on what will be her third attempt.
Really do or die situation here for Maddie Mastro.
A lot to consider here.
That second hit. She keeps it the same. Right here. Oh! Good to see Maddie pop up after that, though. That 22-foot SuperPipe is such a dangerous area to come into contact with it up there.
Just a different beast, this SuperPipe here at X Games Aspen. Want to remind you fans, tomorrow, X Games from Aspen continues on ESPN2 at 2 Eastern. Then at 8:30 Eastern on ESPN, we'll wrap it all up with Snowboard, Knucklehuck, Men's Ski SuperPipe, and Snowbike Best Trick. All of our X Games coverage also streaming live on the ESPN app. Really interesting for Maddie Mastro. I think we all anticipated her landing that trick, and now she's 0 for 3. Out here in the final, putting immense pressure on herself because she may get one more crack at it. Here's Shutong Sai.
Shutong Sai, we saw her with that feature in the gym working on those squats. She said, you gotta have strong legs if you want to land deep, and she's been landing too deep thus far. Make no mistake on run 3, though. That front 9 gave her so much trouble. So she's all in the green now. Fake cap 7. Frontside 720. The Pop-Tart. Okay.
So a nice little full pull from Shutong.
And just like Maddie Mastro, this situation was very do or die. With this overall impression, it's not like last year where you could maybe follow your runs and in the very last one pull something out of your hat. Here, it's your entire body of work.
So Carol Castellet. Drops in with under 7 minutes to ride with here in our women's snowboard SuperPipe final.
Backside 900 in a very high-risk situation, but pulls it out. Frontside 900 hangs onto it. I don't know if she wanted to do a backside air there. I don't think she... Oh, frontside 360. Cap 7. So 3 straight airs in that run. I think it was due to the fact that she landed that 900 and then had to save it there. You can see her almost losing it going up that wall, so she just has to opt for the backside air, backside method.
Well, the queen of the super pipe is not here, but her influence is felt all across this field. Let's remember one of the best moments from Chloe Kim. Chloe Kim, dare I say, the best pipe snowboarder on the planet.
Frontside 1080, yep. Cab 720, yep. Big McTwist at the end. That's a gamer.
What a night for Chloe Kim. Wins another gold medal. Congratulations to Chloe Kim.
Snowman, yep.
Wendy's looking. We are definitely up for this. I can tell you that right now. It's final attempts time here in the women's snowboard SuperPipe final here on night 3 of X Games Aspen. One of the prettiest sights in this world is that SuperPipe here at the base of Buttermilk Mountain. Now look at our standings. And we've got a rookie in the top spot. Karumi Amai just blowing our minds with keeping some tricks up her sleeve until that last run.
Where did it come from? Front 10 to kick things off? I did not see that coming, but I'm very happy I did see it.
We hadn't seen a 10 until the rider went right before her, and then she puts it down right out the gate. But here's Brooke DeHaan, our 14-year-old rider, just making her first X Games appearance.
Go front 9. Yes, Brooke, good attempt there on the front side 900. Second hit in the SuperPipe. She already put a run down. How can she improve upon that? We'll do something different. So she goes for the front side 900, but I mean, the stage not too good for our rookie, 14 years old.
Again, just so impressive. Games appearance.
Go front 9. Yes, Brooke, good attempt there on the front side 900. Second hit in the SuperPipe. She already put a run down. How can she improve upon that? We'll do something different. So she goes for the front side 900, but I mean, the stage not too good for our rookie, 14 years old.
Again, just so impressive. Games appearance.
Go front 9. Yes, Brooke, good attempt there on the front side 900. Second hit in the SuperPipe. She already put a run down. How can she improve upon that? We'll do something different. So she goes for the front side 900, but I mean, the stage not too good for our rookie, 14 years old.
Again, just so impressive.
That was so unfortunate because I wanted to see her put down that backside 900. We saw her going for it and boosting it, not just attempting it, but going yard on it.
Now I'm excited to see Haruna Matsumoto, who had such a terrific run, including that front side 10 on her last run. What can she do here to perhaps catapult herself out of third into second, or dare I say, the top spot?
Well, now I don't know, because I thought I had her cased, but she went and just threw out a 10-8. Ooh, Matsumoto. That front side 900.
I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, Craig.
Let's not.
We're closing in on the 3-minute mark here in the final.
Yep.
The top 3 right now include Haruna Matsumoto.
Yep.
So 2 Japanese riders and a Spaniard. The podium in this event, since its inception at X Games, has always included an American snowboarder. Right now, that doesn't look to be the case. Unless Maddie Mastro has something huge up her sleeve.
Well, she does have that double crippler she has been trying to put down, but has yet to do that.
Again, don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
We're not getting ahead of
Nothing official. Hey,
stop screaming.
Don't look at me.
I'm
don't
not
look
looking at anybody. I got my eyes closed.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
You're not saying what he's trying to say, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over till it's over.
Here is our current leader. She's an X Games rookie, Karumi Imai.
Front 10 out the gates. Ooh. just pushing off the wall too much on that rotation. So she will have to sit and patiently wait as the rest of the field comes down.
Also,
what?
Don't want to get ahead of ourselves as we're reaching the 2-minute warning.
You really don't. You want to stay right where we are, eh?
No rookie has ever won this event.
Ever?
Ever. Again, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Nothing official.
It's not over
Nothing
yet.
is official. Don't point your fingers at me. I'm just merely trying to have a conversation with you, Craig.
Let's just talk about some things that could happen.
How about Maddie Mastro and a double crippler?
Everybody here in Aspen wants to see Maddie land this. Please, Maddie, give us this double crippler. She's been rotating through the flip a little bit too much, and that is putting her on her heel side edge, putting her board perpendicular to the direction it really should be when she lands. Does she make the correction? We will wait and see.
And no, she knew it, Craig.
What happens when you're thinking about something further down the pipe than what you're actually doing? You make little mistakes. I think Maddie was so focused on that double crippler, she forgot she really had to execute the backside air properly to gain the speed.
I think you're absolutely right, partner. Wow. So tough to see from Maddie Mastro, but there you see our current leader, the rookie, Kurumi.
Now with that, Maddie Mastro will not move up. We can guarantee there will not be an American on the pipe in the women's SuperPipe event for the first time ever.
This is a new frontier, partner.
Where do we go from here?
How about Shutong Sai? She's sitting in fourth. This is her last chance to give the judges something to convince them.
Oh! That frontside 900 has just been rude to her all evening long.
And Shutong going down very hard, but good to see her pop back up and ride down this pipe. We hope she's okay.
She's just been pushing off the wall a little bit too much on that frontside 900. And when you do that, you land very, very flat. That she does there.
And then there was one. Our silver medalist from last year, she's currently in silver medal position. This is her last chance to state her case to claim gold, Carol Castellet.
Our current leader, Kurumi, left the door open. He's in the Spaniard's hands now. Much better back nine than last run. Much better front nine. Much bigger backside air. Cab 7 puts it down. Carol Castellet, 7 days ago, took that World Cup win against a very similar field. Does she climb atop the podium again?
Castellet was sitting in that silver medal position. She is sitting in that. We will see if that full pull was enough to convince the judges to put her into the top spot. Wow.
9-9, backside air, 360 cab 7. So she had 2 full pulls. As a Kurumi, but Kurumi had that 1080. And Kurumi's run, I believe, was maybe a little bit bigger. But I don't know, it could really go either way, Brando.
And the results are official. We're waiting to see the podium, and Castellet does it on the final run of the contest. She wins her very first X Games gold. A come-from-behind performance for the ages. Carol Castellet, at 30 years old, wins her first X Games gold medal. Wow.
It is a walk-off here tonight.
So Carol becomes the first non-American to win this event since 2009.
That's 11 years ago.
What a moment for Carol Castellet. How about Karumi Imai, the X Games rookie, taking silver, and Haruna Matsumoto earning bronze. Well, X Games and Jeep are all about taking things to the next level. This year, we've created a new award that celebrates the most amazing moments of the games. Let's take a look.
Every ride will be unforgettable. But only the best athletes make it to the top. See who wins the Golden Grill.
And how about the performance from Max Perot tonight? After battling cancer last year, he returns to Aspen and wins gold in men's big air. Sports Center tonight after X Games. Aspen with John Anderson and Kenny Mayne. They'll have highlights from Philly with Roland looking to pass Kobe Bryant for third place on the all-time scoring list. Plus coverage of Tigers round at Torrey Pines. And inside, Roy Williams and Bob Huggins coaching milestones. Sports Center, midnight Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app. What a performance tonight in women's snowboard SuperPipe. Let's head down to Jack Matrani.